Hey there, it's Kevin Davis from Detailer's Helper. This is going to be a little different video. It's not about detailing or detailing business, but more of a car related item. I've been going through and pulling the motor out of this Denali, and in order to change the cam out, I had to get the entire front of the motor off, which included the vibration balancer, harmonic balancer, drive pulley, whatever you want to call this. They have different names. But you have to get that off, which requires a pulley. But the first thing it requires is that you get this bolt off. And these bolts are torqued to a huge amount of torque. And so after about 200,000 miles, it's almost impossible to get one out. So I tried everything I knew, went through, tried cold air, which is you turn a can upside down to sort of shrink the metal. I tried heat even, which does expand it a little bit, but sometimes it can loosen it up. I tried a normal size pry bar. I tried a 5-foot piece of aluminum pipe attached to my pry bar, and I tried a huge torque wrench. None of that stuff would budge this thing. I mean, it just was not coming out. So I started thinking, this one in particular has a flange around it, and you can already see what I'm going to tell you about. But I knew that the flange was where the torque was against the pulley. So I knew that if I relieved some of that pressure, if I weakened the metal on the flange, then it may flex and allow that thing to come out. So what I did first is I dug right on each of the heads of the bolt, of the levels of the bolt, I drilled a hole. So I've got a hole all the way around, and then from there, took my grinder and I actually ground down through at least probably half of the metal. I didn't want to get all the way through so I wouldn't ruin the thing. So then took my torque wrench. After doing all this, it came right out first try. So that is an effective way to do it. There's tons of different ways to do it, but when all else fails, this is what you do. One of the things you have to be really careful about is knowing what's behind where you're drilling. This actually sits in the flange on this pulley, and I wanted to prove to you there's no damage. Sort of hard to see, but I did not damage the pulley in any way by drilling through it or grinding on it. Really important because these things are for balance. And if you mess up the pulley, if you take off any metal, you could throw that out of balance and then you gotta trash the pulley and then you're in trouble anyway. So hope that helps, and good luck getting these things off.